Hello everyone, welcome again to your channel Maths Guide. Have you ever wondered how we find one number that represents a whole group of numbers? That number is called the average. In this video, we will learn what average means, how to calculate it step by step, and solve easy examples to understand it better. Actually, the average is the value that shows the central or typical value of set of numbers. In this lesson, we will understand the meaning of average, learn the formula, and practice examples so we can master this concept with confidence. And the main concept is equal distribution. It means if a group of people pools their money and divides it equally, what amount is the average? Now let's understand how can we calculate average. It is very simple. We can calculate the average by adding all the numbers together in the given set and divide by the total count of these numbers. Okay, I explain it in a different way. That suppose you scored 60, 70 and 80 marks in 3 tests. How do we find your overall performance? That's where average comes in. What we have to do, we have to take the sum of all test scores and divide it by 3 as we have only 3 tests. So the answer will be the average test score. So here we have a very simple formula to find the average of anything, of any object, of any measurements. So what we have to do, we have to add up all the quantities or all the numbers in the given set and divide it by the number of quantities. Whether we have 4 quantities, 5 quantities, or 6 quantities, when we will divide the sum by the number of quantities, we get the average. To understand the concept of the equal distribution of numbers, we have to look into this example that Alina obtained 45, 65, 75, and 79 marks in mathematics test. Find the average marks of 4 tests. Alina got different marks in 4 different tests, and we have to find out the average score. Now, look at this formula of average that we have to divide the sum of quantities by the number of quantities, and we have 4 quantities over there and the sum is 264. We will divide it by 4 and the average is 66. It means the average score of Alina is 66. It means if she gets equal marks in all 4 sets, that could be 66. As 66 into 4 is same as the sum over here, that is 264. Sometimes we have to find out the total and the average is given. For example, in this question, average of 3 quantities is 15. We have to find out the sum of quantities. So we will change this formula of average, that is sum of quantity divided by number of quantities, a little bit. How? We will multiply the average by number of quantities and we get sum of quantities. So the formula for finding the sum of quantities is average into number of quantities. When we multiply the average, that is 15, by the number of quantities, that is 3, we get the total number of quantities, that is 45. So this is how we can find the sum from average and number of quantities. Now look at this example, and in this question, let's understand what we have to find out, whether average or the sum or the number of quantities. The average number of students in 15 schools is 1020. From this statement, it is clear that the average number of students have already been given, that is 1020. And the number of schools are 15, it means the number of quantities are 15. Find the total students in this school altogether. And here we have to find out the total, it means again we have to find out the sum. So the formula is sum of quantities is equal to average into number of quantities. That is 1020 into 15 is 15,300 students. So by multiplying average by the number of quantities, we can get the total number of students in the school and the total number of students are 15,300. As now it is understood that average is the equal distribution of something among the members. So at the end of this video, I will suggest you to keep these formulas in your mind that to find out the average of numbers in the given set of data, you will simply divide the sum of quantities by the number of quantities. And if you have to find out the sum of quantities, simply multiply the average by the number of quantities. And if you have to find out the number of quantities and the sum and average has already been given, then you have to divide sum of quantities by average to get the number of quantities. Learn these simple formulas, and at the end I will request you to kindly subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed it, like and share it with your friends and family.